The Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders / the DSM. Chapter 1. The Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders / DSM. The Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders / DSM. The American Psychiatric Association publishes the DSM. If you go to dsm5.org, api.org, or psychiatry.org, you don't find much info on it except how to buy it. It looks like they're going to transition to ICD-10 because there is so much criticism of it, as I pointed out in the introduction to this book. The best free article on it is it. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/diagnostic_and/statistical_manual_of_mental_disorders. The Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders Subject Classification and Diagnosis of Mental Disorders v. was published May 18, 2013, ISBN 978-0-89042-554-1, OCLC 8308073778. The library numbers are Dewey Decimal 616.89075. LC Class RC 455.2.C4. Obviously I think it's a great fiction and a crime, but I'll do my job and tell you about it. The Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders / DSM is the Bible for what is considered a messed up person in Western society. I don't argue with a few of the things it lists, like organic mental disorders that can be proven to be caused in the brain, but I believe most so-called mental disorders are overrated labels used to make money off stupid people with weak spirits, not some advanced biochemical reason they claim based on some psychobabblist's opinion with no real hard clinical evidence like a medical test for AIDS. Besides, you create your own biochemistry through how you live day by day, so if you feel depressed today, you can easily increase the flow of endorphins in your brain through healthy, active, inspired living. Your life is holistic, one essence, but I talk about that elsewhere. For what it's worth, here is a brief description of the DSM. The DSM has several axes. The most significant of these are Axis I for clinical disorders and Axis II for personality disorders. Axis I has disorders of infancy, childhood, or adolescence. Cognitive disorders. Substance-related disorders. Psychotic disorders such as schizophrenia. Mood disorders. Anxiety disorders. Somatoform disorders, disorders about the body. Factitious disorders where symptoms are faked. Dissociative disorders, temporary alterations to consciousness. Sexual disorders. Eating disorders. Sleep disorders. Impulse control disorders. Adjustment disorders. Axis II disorders are types of personality disorders. Antisocial. Avoidant. Borderline. Dependent. Histrionic. Narcissistic. Obsessive-compulsive. Paranoid. Schizoid. Schizotypal. Under anxiety disorders, there are phobias, persistent irrational fears of something simple, involving a single thing such as dogs, spiders, or darkness. Social, fear of criticism, ridicule, embarrassment. Agoraphobia, intense fear of public places. Obsessive-compulsive disorders, OCDs, are anxiety disorders where the person has persistent unwanted thoughts or impulses to perform certain actions that are basically stupid, like constantly washing one's hands, counting the tiles on the floor, etc. Mood disorders are emotional problems like mania and depression, including seasonal affective disorder / SAD and bipolar disorder. Schizophrenia is a mix of scattered thoughts and a distortion of reality. Thought processes go awry. There might be delusions. Schizophrenics hear voices in their heads. They can get paranoid and commit violent crimes to eliminate what they perceive as a threat. The DSM lists 5 major types of schizophrenia. 1. Disorganized schizophrenia, delusions and hallucinations, flat or inappropriate emotional display, mood swings. 2. Catatonic schizophrenia, immobility and detachment, like the living dead. 3. Paranoid schizophrenia, hearing voices of persecution, think you're being conspired against. 4. Undifferentiated schizophrenia, someone who is all over the place as a messed up person. 5. Residual schizophrenia, someone who has had a schizophrenic episode but seems pretty normal now. They say that in its extreme form, schizophrenia is the worst mental disorder, but it's really just a synonym for messed up. You can't take some test and say definitively that person has a disorder called schizophrenia. The person is messed up, but in a way only known to him or her. There is no real category. It's an individual thing. The explanations of possible causes fill up thick books while I look at it and say this why I think it's all a fraud. It's all conjecture based on no hard facts. Dissociative identity disorder / DID is multiple personalities. Each personality develops its own identity and takes control of the person while it is present. Then another takes over. A type of dissociative disorder is amnesia followed by fugue. The person forgets his past, then has no identity he knows of. The Diagnostic Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders / DSM and other psychiatry books. The main formal establishment book which covers mental illnesses is the Diagnostic Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders / DSM, which probably won't be at your library, but you might find it at api.org/products/ DSM-manual-of-mental-disorders ? Quick links. Depression and depressive disorders. Anxiety disorders and phobias. Bipolar and related disorders. Schizophrenia and psychotic disorders. Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD. Addiction, substance-related disorders and alcoholism. PTSD, trauma and stress-related disorders. Feeding and eating disorders. Obsessive-compulsive and related disorders. Dissociative disorders. Personality disorders, Axis 2. Sleep-wake disorders. Neurocognitive disorders. Psychiatryonline.org. apa.org. Psych.org. Psychiatryonline.org, Psychiatry Online. dsm.psychiatryonline.org, DSM Library. dsm.psychiatryonline.org/DSM Previous IOUs editions, DSM Legacy. Psychiatryonline.org/books, api.org, APA Publishing. DSM websites. dsm5.org. api.org/products/dsm-manual-of-mental-disorders ? Quick links. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/diagnostic_and/manual_of-mental-disorders. psychcentral.com/dsm-5. api.org/products/dsm-manual-of-mental-disorders ? Quick links. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/dsm-5 mhreference.org/dsm-codes/dsm-disorder. dsm5.org. psychiatryonline.org, Psychiatry Online. dsm.psychiatryonline.org, DSM Library. dsm.psychiatryonline.org/DSM Previous IOUs editions, DSM Legacy. academyanalyticarts.org. acnp.org, American and College of Neuropsychopharmacology. psychiatryonline.org. archpsych.ama-assn.org. behaviornet.com. carger.com. dsm.psychiatryonline.org. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/diagnostic_and/manual-of-mental-disorders. jpanafrican.org. medicine.plosjournals.org. mentalhelp.net. newyorker.com/facts/content/articles/0501035???0501035??fact, The Dictionary of Disorder, How One Man Revolutionized Psychiatry. nimh.nih.gov. NewYorkTimes.com/2012/01/30/the-DSMS-troubled-revision.html the D.S.MS troubled revision. The New York Times. NewYorkTimes.com/2012/05/1/2/opinion/break-up-the-psychiatric-monopoly.html diagnosing the DSM. PEH-MED.com/content/PDF/1747-5341-7-3.pdf, the 6 most essential questions in psychiatric diagnosis. pn.psychiatryonline.org. Psych.org. Psychiatrictimes.com/DSM-5. Psychology-Today.com/DSM-5-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is-is- 2025 is a sad day for psychiatry. psychologytoday.com/blog/side-effects/201305/withdraws-support-DSM-5, the NIMH withdraws support for DSM-5. usatoday.com/story/news/nation/2013/05/12/psychiatry-mental-disorders/2150819, books blast new version of Psychiatry's Bible, the DSM.